Alright guys, in this video we're going to fill this tank and add the fish that I've decided to put in it. So I'm not happy with the build, if I'm honest, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the start of the video. But what we're going to do is we're going to follow the instructions, fill it up and get those fish that I've decided to put in it. So let's do it. Alright, so what I meant by I wasn't really happy with the build is the way the silicone finishes. So if I'm honest, I'll show you them there, sorry, that is the Platinum Pearl Skate Angelfish. They're in this box because they're being picked up today, someone's bought them. But this silicone coming through the sides, it's not really easy to show you, but if you look at this silicone right up the side of it, it's just, I can't really show you. It might be better when I put water in and sand in, I might be able to show you better then, but it's awful. So I have reached out to the company that I bought the tank off, and they've not even replied to me. I went out to a place in Buxton, not far, for about an hour from where I live in the UK, and I was intending on buying a built tank, because they do have some built tanks on their shop floor, but they didn't have the size I wanted. Now, I got talking to him about a build. I'm not going to tell you the company's name, I'm not going to do that, but if anyone's having a tank built, reach out to me, and I would advise you against this company, because believe me, the silicone finish is absolutely crap. Basically they say, what is that? There it is, first day of filling, which is basically after 10 days of it being built, a third, second day, a third, and then the last day, a third. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So today I'm going to put a third of the water in. I have also brought a new LED light, so it's just one of those ones you get off Amazon. So I've just got one of them to put on it. Let's move forward in time. Right guys, so we've filled it a third of the way. That's day one. I've put two of the, I need to point that way, of the sponge filters in. Just for now, I am going to put the internal filter in just to help. And then I'm going to move a couple of fish. Got a couple of spillovists I'll probably put in here just for the next couple of days. I'll go and do all that now. You don't have to wait, because with the other finger. And there we have it. So this is now pretty much completed. So as you can see, that's the male Parachromis multifasciatus that's in there. So I did decide to put my pair of multifasciatus in there. I just thought that actually this is quite a decent sized tank to grow this pair out. I think if I'd have give the other 4-foot tank to this pair, it could have all gone wrong, because I think they need space. And at the moment you can only see the male, and that's because the female is hiding. So I'm just sinking this big piece of wood. I had this big piece of wood in my shed at the back. It's quite a decent size, so but when it's sunk, it'll look pretty smart. And then basically I'm going to have to, I've got a divider anyway, but I was thinking of maybe getting some silver dollars or something, a bit of some dither fish, because although the male is not attacking the female, every time the female comes out, the male basically sends her back into the corner. So she's underneath that sponge, the one that I've dropped on the cave that's not gone right down, she's underneath that. So if I feed, she comes out, she feeds, but as soon as he has finished feeding, he sends her back in. So I need to keep an eye on them, but I think that this tank is perfect for them after giving it some good thought. You know, going back to my points in my last video about setting up the fish room and putting the fish in the tanks that I want to keep them in, I've got quite a long time for these, if not always, in this tank for this pair. So yeah, got some divider if I need it, and I think silver dollars. So silver dollars are probably the choice in my mind to go to as a dither fish, but feel free to let me know in the comments if you've used any other dither fish to work with this kind of, you know, these Central American cichlids. But yeah, so how have I set the tank up? I've gone with the sponge filters obviously, and I heat the room, so that was simple. And I've basically put a couple of caves in there, used some Unipack natural silica sand, and put that beautiful piece of manzanita. It's a decent sized piece, that. So obviously when I do my fish room tour in January, you'll get a proper look at this tank. And yeah, I'm really buzzing. I'm really happy with it. When I talked at the beginning of the video around the silicone issue, the sand does hide most of it. It doesn't look as bad with the sand in, but yeah, it's as good as I'm going to get it, basically. But yeah, really happy with it, guys. And that is, you know, do you agree that that was the right choice? Because I did talk in my last video about putting the green terrors in there, but I went with the Parachromis Multifasciata. So yeah, that's today's video, guys. I just want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate it more than anything. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Subscribe button, bell, and I will see you all on the next one.